nextlevelguitar.com. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're bringing you another one of our Inspired by Video lessons, and we're going to look at the style of one of the leaders of blues rock today. Great player. We're going to take a look at how he might approach 12 bars of blues. So let's check it out. Hey, before we continue on, take a look at the text box below here. Click on this link in the YouTube text box, and we are going to send you a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook that's not available from YouTube, available exclusively through Next Level Guitar. Take a look at that, and we'll continue on. Okay, so we're going to be playing in a G blues today. So to play in a G blues, it's going to be really helpful for you guys to be familiar with major pentatonic scales, minor pentatonic scales, and blues scales, which we won't cover today because we want to dive right into the examples. But if you want a refresher, go back and check out some of our other videos. Head on over to nextlevelguitar.com. We have a ton of videos there. We got you covered, and we can show you all that stuff in greater detail on one of those. Alright, so a lot of our examples in today's lesson are going to cover some kind of traditional sounding blues licks with some more modern, kind of quicker, faster rock runs. So let's take a look at some of the examples. One great way that we can open up a blues, this is a really classic sounding lick. We'll just dive right in and check it out. It goes like this. And when we hit that top note right there, that's going to signify the start of our form. So we're kind of playing pickups to the beginning of the blues form. Now when I played it in this example, I played that same G note up here at the 12th fret because it kind of sets me up for my next lick. So I'm actually going to play it like this. Just one small tweak to that example. Same note, different position, just a way to kind of get into that higher register to set us up for our next example, which is one of our quicker bursts. One thing this particular player likes to do a lot is to play a nice, quick, but short burst of notes. And kind of duplicating that sort of vibe by doing something like this. Slow that down. It's all out of a G minor pentatonic scale, that particular lick. Okay, getting into our chord change, something that this player and really a lot of blues players like to do is to slide from a half step away into our chord. We're going to a C9 chord, but rather than just landing on C9, I'm going to slide into it from a half step up. So it'll be like a C sharp 9. And slide down into it like so. And I'll give that a nice sharp chord stab there to accent it. So slide into it, give it a nice whack there. So our next example is going to feature some trem picking, which is a lot of fun to do. Here's our next lick. And that's going to start out at the 12th fret, and I'm simply going to pick this note as fast as I possibly can. After I've done that, I'm going to bend the 13th fret up a whole step 2 times. The second time, I'm going to release and pull off. And bend up a half step. There's a major third resolution there, so we're going to a note from the major pentatonic scale to close out that lick. And I can put a nice cherry on top of that by hitting this 15th fret up here. Next, another one of those little chord slides. And that's basically off of this G9 here. But I'm just playing the top 3 strings. And And this time I'm doing a whole step up and I'm back into the position for G. Those little chord slides, you can use those all over the place in blues. You can go a half step underneath, a half step over. A lot of different combinations that you guys can use for those. Okay, our next example is again more on the rock side of playing. It's a little quicker pentatonic lick down here in the third position. Again, a short burst of quick notes that work really well when you're trying to add a little bit of rock flavor into your blues playing. So here's our example. Breaking that down, I'm bending the 5th fret up a whole step, playing 3rd fret at 2nd string and 1st string, pull off from 6 to 3 on the 2nd string. Now we'll pull off from 6 to 5 to 3 on the 3rd string. 5th fret, 4th string. We'll play a little 2-note chords here. 5th fret, 3rd fret, and close it out on the 4th string. All together. Okay, and one last example to kind of put a cap on this is another one of those quicker runs that we can do up in our higher position. And this one is kind of based around groupings of 6 notes. We have 3 different groupings of 6 notes. So let's break those down. I'm up here at the 15th fret. Here's my first 6 notes. You notice that's quite a stretch going from 13 to 10 here. You can play it like this if you would like. I prefer to do the stretch because of the picking. It just kind of falls easier for my hands when I'm playing something a little quicker this way. But again, either way will do. There's our first 6 notes. Second 6 notes. All right there in position, 15, 14, 12. Last 6 notes, we're going to start out here, index finger at the 12th fret on the 3rd string, and I'm going to slide to move into a different position. So we notice there that the slide helps us to move into a different position. It sounds cool, but it also has some function to it to get us into a different box or a different shape. That's something that you guys can use whenever you're trying to shift positions. A lot of times sliding across the neck into and out of positions is a great way to smoothly connect your shapes or your boxes. And we see that right here in this lick. So we put those 3 6-note groupings together, and we end up with this. Again, a short burst of quick notes to kind of add a little different flavor to our blues playing. Okay, so there we have it. We have a few examples of how this particular player might approach a slow blues. And as always, take these licks, use them as a springboard, a jumping off point to add to your own playing and help develop your own vocabulary in this style. So thanks so much for joining us today. Once again, this is Ben Zinn for nextlevelguitar.com. Make sure you visit our website, nextlevelguitar.com. We have over 1,000 different video lessons there for players of all different skill levels, all styles, beginner through advanced. So check that out, and we'll see you back here next time. Thanks again.